Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to our crazy farming simulator series. Really doesn't matter, a little tiny bit like that. So it's a bit frustrating to me that I can't get it to fully cooperate with what I want. However, overall, I'm quite pleased with it. It's got a 4,000 litre capacity on this one, which is bigger than I think than normal. And, you know, the game doesn't use up fertilizer particularly quickly. So what I did was I made sure that the ratio is correct. So the amount, it basically does it according to the width of the spreader, and like the game will do it according to the width of the spreader and the speed that you're driving at. So it sort of calculates, and it then figures out how much fertilizer you should be using. So I'm 125 meters wide. I'm probably going about the other side of that lake over there at the moment. I don't know how far we're going to go here. I'm just going to go along the edge of this field here, but you can see how quickly that fertilizer is draining down, and that's because of the huge width that we've got on our spreader, which is brilliant. I love it. I absolutely love it. This is what I want. I want it to be draining down. I want it to actually use up the fertilizer. I'd just like to be able to see where it's going. Oh, that field was already done, wasn't it? So I didn't actually need to go and do that. I could have done maybe a pass up through here. If I can get this to actually work, if I can get that visual pattern to change like I want to, I mean, I'm going to do a bit of extra work on this one, and I'm going to change it around a bit more, because I think 125 meters is not quite enough. I think if I was to have it going at 250 meters, 250 meters wide, then I don't need to worry too much about having a double spreader width. Like, I just have 250 meters, and I literally just drive across the farm. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could even go crazier than that. And if I could calculate the width of the map and how much fertilizer we need to load into a fertilizer spreader in order to be able to do the entire map in a single pass, and then we like make a road across the middle of the map, and then we just drive the tractor. We turn the spreader on, drive the tractor across the map, and it should use the fertilizer up at the correct rate and spread the entire map in a single pass. I think that is something to work towards. So we've done all the spreading there. We've done all that. Right, that's done. Okay, this is what I want. See, we've done the fertilizer spreading. We've actually gone out and we've done it. We've spread the fertilizer, so we've done the job. But we haven't spent hours and hours and hours doing it. Now, if I'm playing on my own, what I've been doing is, like, I've got all these machines and that priced according to what they should be. I don't do any loans. I don't do any leasing on my own gameplay. So what I end up with, I'm going to keep this one on lease. What I end up with is I have to start off with fairly normal machinery, and then I slowly build up to the crazy machinery that we've got. And it does take a while to build up. And I've really, really been enjoying that. It's a lot of fun. But like I said, I had issues with the map that I was using. So, you know what? I went and bought that other trailer, didn't I? We need to do something about that. Let's go and deal with that. The milk I'm not going to sell just yet, but I will move some slurry and some manure around. We're going to need to move some more food, stuff like that. Yeah, the Galgenberg 4x map's really, really good map. If you're looking for a map, I know a lot of you don't play like I play here, and my own gameplay is probably even worse than this. Well, a lot of you would consider it even worse than this. If you're not playing like this, that Galgan, you will love it. If you're looking for a 4x map, it's a European one. The roads are big enough that you can get big European machinery down. The difference between European and American machinery is that, yes, the American stuff, the US stuff is typically bigger than the European stuff. Not like astronomically bigger, but it is bigger because you got more. But a lot of the reason for that is you got bigger roads, and like we have big fields and that here in places, but we have small roads. So all of our machinery is designed from the ground up by the manufacturers to be able to fold up small and go along the roads. But there's enough room on the roads on Galgenberg to take some reasonably big machines. It's actually very, very well made and well done. Like I do strongly recommend you give that one a go. If you're looking, if you've been kind of like eyeing about a new map, you're not really sure. Okay, this trailer is perfect. It loads quickly. It should unload quickly as well. Actually, I think the manure pit is actually set to unload that way, isn't it? So we'll see what the unloading is like now. Let's see what the unloading is like. Should be all right. So anyway, I'm done with Galgenberg for now because it's not really. Oh, okay, right. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. I want it to unload as fast as it loads. I'm done with that one for now because what I was trying to do ended up crashing the map. Don't try to sell off the main cattle yard in the Galgenberg map, because if you do, it won't work well for you. It might just be that it conflicted with the mod when I tried to do it, but it didn't like it. It really, really didn't like it. So that was kind of the end of that gameplay for a while. So I just got the Glenleathan one, which was literally a choice between this one and the Glenleathan. Total mixed ration. I don't want to go there. I want to go to the cows. And the Glenleathan map lost out to this one. That one came second compared to this one here, and which is fine. I'm really happy with this map. Although we started a little bit too soon, because obviously the update came out, and he did this massive update. All of this is extra fields. Load of extra work has been done. It really does look amazing, the update on this. But when I tried to install it, all of my land here was scattered everywhere. And I don't need to have the extra bit on this series in order for the series to still be good. So I'm not actually all that worried about that. I'm going to go here. I'm not going to be able to get much because obviously it's going to be spawning out. Wait, why is it not spawning? Oh, no, we don't even need to worry about this anymore. That's auto-magically moving across. Okay, I forgot about that. The only bit that we have to do manually is feed the cows. You can't have that auto-magicking. It doesn't work. So if we go in here, I'm kind of glad about that actually, because you don't want to auto-magic everything. So we'll take this bit out of here, 35,000. We'll go and put this in for the cows, and then we will... What else are we going to do? We're not going to sell the milk until January, because that's when we get the absolute bestest price. Which means that we... I'm going to put some slurry over into the BGA. That's going to get us a little bit more income. And then... I'm just not sure. We have got money slowly coming in from various different points. I've got money that I can get from the potato place. Let's have a look here and see what we've got. So we're in November at the moment. January is bread. Sell everything container. So actually it's normally the end of the previous day that you get the highest price. So December is where we're going to be wanting. So we don't want to sell any of those. We're not going to wear it. We're not going to worry about just the plain milk. Butter, we're not selling. Cheese, we're not selling. We've just gone past the best price for that one. Sugar, we're not selling. Olive oil. I have 34,000 litres of olive oil. Where's that going? The only place we use olive oil is in the pizzas. Over here. It only needs 5,000 litres, so it doesn't need a huge amount. Which means that we have got olive oil in here, and we've got 35,000 litres of that stuff sat there at the moment, and that... Well, that's not until June. So next June, we will sell off the surplus, because we've turned the olives into olive oil, and we can sell those off, and we can make a bit of money. Solid fertilizer... Yeah, we'll leave that for a minute. Slurry, I'm going to move a bit. Bottled milk at 46,000, but that's... Okay, that's saying June. 2,160. I mean, it's a high price at the moment anyway. You can see the good prices because they're in green. Like, the darker the green, the better the price. So the fertilizer, we could sell a bit, but I'll hold on to that for now. Actually, we've done all the fertilizing, and we're not going to need any more until spring. And then we've got the potato stuff. Now, the potato stuff, interestingly enough... All of these are actually looking like they're higher prices. So winter is a good time to sell those. Winter is a very good time to sell those. And if we go and have a look in here, we can see... Are they full? Premium potatoes are full, but we won't sell premium potato. Potato gratin is nearly full. We can wait one more day. Alright. So I'm on the 31,000. Let me go and have a look at our cows. They need 53,000 per day, and we've got 128,000 litres in here. So we're going to go and we're going to buy some cows. Let's go into there. We've got cow Holstein right there at the moment. So I'm going to go and buy cow Holstein. This one here is at 12 months, the heifer. And this one buys in at 22 months. At this stage, cows can have young and give milk. Heifer right here. Cows like grass. This breed is used for dairy. Additionally, they require so that they can develop into cows. Right, so they won't actually start breeding for another 10 months. On here, well, I don't think they will. They might. Well, it might be that they're cows once they have the first calf, which is there, which would be fine. So we'll go with these, because I think these actually do start producing milk. So we'll go with the Holstein heifers right there, and I've got 34,000 at the moment. So I'm just going to... There's 10. There's 20 for 23,000. I've got, at the moment, 25 animals there. So if I go for another 25, it's 29,500. It only cost me $2,000 to transport these 25. I will buy them. There. Done. Hopefully, that's going to get us a bit more milk. So now, when we look in here, we need 75,000 litres of food per day. Otherwise, we're just not going to have enough food. So we need to do another run on this one, which shouldn't actually take too long. We're left with exactly 5,000 euros. So let's go into here and... Here, there we go, 35,000. How much have I got left in this one? How much have I got? It's all the way up here. I got 251,000 litres of the food right here. So I can carry a few more lots around. I'm not going to get an extension on a trailer just yet, because it's costing... We'd have to lease it, and that... Yeah, that starts to get expensive. We can do a couple runs like this. Actually, I'm going to do several runs like this, just for a minute. I reckon that'll probably do for a minute. So there's another load just gone in there. That means that our cows have now got 266,000. They need 75,000 litres per day right now. I'm going to put that one... Actually, let's have a look. What have I got in the way of slurry? I got 40,000, so I'm not going to worry about getting any more slurry right now. Yeah, we could go and move a bit of slurry over, but yeah, we won't worry about that. So, November, let's move on to December. It is snowing, with lots of snow. There's 8,000 in loan interest, plus 20 grand in the machinery that we're leasing. This is our leased machinery. We've got this one here, which is being leased. We have the plow, the seed drill, our fertilizer spreader, and our baler. This is costing us 20 grand per day, which is actually quite a bit of money. But yeah, the machines that I need, I mean, yeah, I suppose I could, like, stop using, like, take some of the stuff off hire, but I kind of don't want to. Like, either I buy it or have it on hire, and I kind of like more of the opinion that if it's on hire, then I should keep it on hire for at least a while. So I'm gonna try and work through it like that. So the bottled milk over here have now got none, but I got 2 pallets have spawned out. I know that much. This one's now run out of flour, so we can deactivate that one. Yeah, we'll deactivate. I got a bit of bread to sell, so let's have a look here. Bottled milk says June, but I'm thinking that we can sell the milk now. Like, January, the price is $7.54. Price is currently 700, so we want to go later in the day, and it'll be the same with a few of the other things as well. It'll be later in the day. Pizza here is October, so the pizza... Oh, that's just the potato pizza. That's the only pizza that we're making, so the pizza could probably hang around for a bit. I don't know why I'm worrying about this. Like, previously I was just selling it all as we would sell it. The sell everything container right there. We go with the milk. 2160 is 2080. So still on green for the milk. We'll go a little bit later in the day and then we will sell that. Most of this here is pretty good as well. We can go with selling that. Alright, that's what we're going to do. So you here, this one to start with. We've got more milk now than we had previously. We've got like 40,000 litres of milk in there, I think. Just double check. 46,666 litres of milk. So I've got 200,000 litres of food in there. I'm using 75,000 litres of food per day, which means that I need to move 2 trailer loads of food into the cows every single day, which... Ooh, I need to open that. Let's fill that one up there, and then we can move off. So we will take 25,000 litres of milk, and we'll put that straight in to the milk factory here, and then we'll take the other thing of milk and we will distribute that between the other stations that need milk. So I'll get everything all filled up now in the next day or two, and we'll also be able to keep like the cheese and butter and everything being made, although that's already got quite a bit of stuff being made. Let's go whizzing back over here. The problem with our smaller capacity items at the moment, and this is kind of like the same way that I've been playing my own game, build up slowly, except that my own game I had a rule where I couldn't lease anything, so I wasn't able to get the big tools that we've got here. Like those were off limits for me, strictly off limits, until I was able to build up to them. And I started with 10 million loan. And I kind of like, I was like, well, can I do this just starting with 10 million loan and literally nothing? Turns out that's not so easy. So what I ended up doing was I cleared the 10, well, I didn't actually clear the 10 million loan, because what I got is like a list of things. Let me find my list. Here we go. Right. So lift anything, which is invaluable. You always want to chuck stuff around. Being able to use lift anything. Being able to tab between machines. Now, I did end up using a personal discrepancy on that one. I did say that I would be allowed to tab between machines if it was a hired help. Not to teleport me around, but only to go and see what the hired help was doing, because they kept stopping what they were doing, and it was on the opposite side of a 4x map. I don't really want to run all the way across a 4x map. Eventually, I got this fast running speed. I was going to have the running speed as one of them, but I decided against that. So this running speed here is one that I am allowed by default. Teleport to places, use the hide objects, use the lumberjack for cutting things down fast, use the 220 capacity bales on here, which are 250,000 litres each. And also the last... Oh, and by the way, the Galgenberg map uses its own bales, so if you do adjust the bale capacity in the main game files, like I've done, you will also need to go into the Galgenberg map and adjust the bale capacities on that one separately, because they actually specify for that map the capacities of the bales. So you have to go in and do it in there. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working to start with. And using the working speed mod, being able to have anything that goes faster. All those things that I've just listed off, I had to pay 1 million euros for. Now, I think I ended up working out that I would have I'd have to pay 7 million euros. Right? Hang on, let me just have a look over here. What have I got? 40,000 litres of manure, so let's go back here. I had the... Yeah, so it was 7 million euros if I was going to pay 1 million euros for each of those things. So what in the end, I decided to do was, rather than starting with nothing and just a 10 million debt, because that gives you 16... Because I like to play on 2 days a month on that one. So it was giving me 16,666 euros of loan interest per day. And when you start out with nothing and you're just doing a few missions in order to be able to make a bit of money to start off with and just build up a bit of capital, taking a 16,000 euro hit per day, which is essentially a 33,000 euro hit per month in order to be able to just, you know, survive and carry on and just live, it's a lot, right? It ends up being a little bit too much because I started with no land either. I had one small plot of land that I changed on, I altered in the XML in the map, so that one would be free for me. And also it meant that I couldn't sell it and make any money out of it. But then I also, there's a setting in every map that you can find that dictates how much land costs. And so you can decide how much each field costs. You can decide if certain fields cost like 10 times more than they otherwise should. So basically, when you're looking down through, you go to the farmland section here. Now, if I decided that this part of town here, it says 148,000 there, which is similar, that's 280,000, that's 280,000, that is value 0 right there. That BGA is value 0. So in theory, I could buy that one, and I wouldn't actually have to pay anything for it. I get the BGA, I get the land for the BGA. You don't have enough money. Even though it says value 0, it's because we got a negative balance at the moment. But what you can do is, so they've set that one to 0. That one is set on 0, and that's what they've done there. But you can see the different prices coming up. But you can manually override that. But you can also, what they usually do is they just have everything set at a rate of 1. And what was I doing with the, oh, I know what I was doing with the trailer. You have everything set at a rate of 1. And then you have a price per hectare. And you can set whatever price per hectare that you want, which you feel balances out your map. So what I did with the Galgenberg one, which is what I like to do, and I'll be doing it with my new map, that I'm the Glenleathan one I'm going to try and use, because that one is like this one, you can remove all the hedges. It works a bit differently on that one, but you can still remove all the hedges, which I quite like. I set it that the land would cost 3 times more than normal. I'm actually with the Glenleathan one, because it's not a 4 times map, it's just a standard map, and I kind of want, you know, still a bit of challenge. I'm going to set that to 5 times. So all land will cost 5 times what the mod creator originally wanted it to. So it's going to be a lot more expensive for me to buy land. So I set that, and I also started up a save game, and I decided that I would go with having all of those things that I started off with, being able to do all of those things, so I can use the lumberjack, I can have faster working speed, you know, the working speed mod, when you buy things you can just increase it by 10k for the working speed. I can have that mod working, and basically do all of the kind of cheaty things that I like to do, the way that I love playing my game. I don't like using the word cheaty, because people throw that around like in such a disparaging way. Oh, you're cheating. Why even bother playing the game if you're gonna, like, I've had comments from people saying, why even bother playing the game? You're clearly just cheating. Why not just cheat in 2 billion euros and say, yep, there you go, I've won, and then turn the game off? I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it to have fun. Like, yeah, get over yourself, person. I sent them a rather impolite response, but yeah, anyway, so I don't like to say cheaty, but you know what I mean when I say cheaty, so that's why I've used the phrase. So I have all of those. That cost me 7 million euros. So that was my immediate loan, was 7 million euros to be able to have all of those things. But then I also did it so that the loan is up to 10 million. Now, I do actually have a mod that allows us to take the loan up to, so I can still borrow, even though up to 2.5 million, is a 10 million euro loan limit. So there's one of the mods on the mod hub which gives you a 10 million euro limit. Now, I don't really like doing it in a game because, unfortunately, you still got increments of 5,000, and trying to click through 10 million euros, 5,000 at a time, is a tedious process. It really is. Not one that I enjoy. So, I set the loan limit at 10 million, and then I set my personal balance at 3 million. So I spend 7 million unlocking all of the other bits, which I've got to pay for with the loan. And then I have 3 million in cash, which I can use to start buying a few pieces of machinery. And you'd be amazed when land is, well, the Galgenberg one, it was 3 times, but it's going to be 5 times. When land is 5 times the cost that it would otherwise be, you can't get very much land for 3 million euros. And then you've got to get the machinery to go with it. And naturally, I've got all of my machinery mods that all of the cat ones that we use in this series. The prices reflect the mods, right? I feel that I've priced them fairly, and I do try to. I try to make sure that they all follow the same rules. So if they go faster, they're doing better, like they cost a lot of money. So if I want to be able to use those things, I gotta pay for them. And when you have it going like that, you don't get a lot for your money. Your 3 million euros doesn't go very far. So what I ended up with on Galgenberg to start with, it was I had a section, I cleared all the trees off of it that I had on there, and I got really bored with clearing trees really fast. So in the end, I used the... I did a bit of research, and apparently one pine tree, we haven't actually got pine trees on this map, really. There's some over here. Right, see those pine trees over there? One of those sold, if you cut it up using the scorpion, the Ponzi scorpion, the tree harvester. If you chop it up using the tree harvester and you do it that way. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.